A lot of people think that food justice is a narrow frame, but we practice a intersectional justice perspective at HAFA. We pull together people who work in worker rights, gender and sexuality justice, who are trying to fight to end the prison system, and any number of environmental, social, economic justice causes that will come together in the HAFA space to work on complex intersectional solutions that are led by the community members at the center of the issue. So we go to rallies for our partners. We speak and have consistent conversations about the intersections. We work on art projects together. We dance together, and we make sure all of our work brings out the our intersectional perspective. We've been working with a group called the Black Land Project since July of 2012. We were really lucky to have been approached by Miss Dangette Smith of the Black Land Project about some practical ways of centering a racial justice perspective and racial equity in our work. The Black Land Project interviews people of color, people from the African diaspora, about their relationship to land and place. And if you know DC, you know that land and place is at the center of everyone's thinking about how the city is changing, how the city has stayed the same, tools for resilience and resistance. And so the Black Land Project HAFA connection seemed like a good fit. Last year we had a webinar with Miss Dangette Smith narrating from Boston, Massachusetts, and it was, we pulled it together about 30 people who are organizers working in communities of color to talk about what this concept, and I'll explain it in a second, has to do with our work. And so the Black Land Project and really HAFA have been on a path of centering a theory called narrative-based analysis, narrative and power analysis. It's really the idea that stories, the way we tell them, and the power that we give to them have everything to do with how we work for social justice and how we work as change makers. So through the Black Land Project, we want to bring Miss Dangette Smith to Washington, D.C. to work with some of our organizers of African descent and really dig into our personal stories about our relationship to land and place here in D.C. We see 1 week of face-to-face interaction with Miss Dangette Smith, of trainings around narrative power analysis and Black Land interviews, which involve our organizers sitting in a room with Miss Dangette being asked really deep questions about their personal relationship to land, place, from their first memory to the present. We can see in the stories that we've already collected that this topic is not easy, and when people really dig in, they're asked to reveal to themselves some things that they might not have interrogated in their lives as organizers. We're gonna play here's a clip of Tavia Benjamin, one of our core HAFA members, talking about her relationship to land.